So, in exactly 1 week, many of us will be tucking into our Christmas dinner. So, I know, I'm a bit excited too. So, are you wrapped and ready to go, or are you in a pre-Christmas panic? Judy, where do you stand?
I'm wrapped in panic. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. There's just so much going on. I mean, I just thought I was going to be ready, and then I'm like, no, I'm not ready. But, you know, and then I go into this mode of like, don't worry, as long as we're together, you know, and then I realise that is just, yeah...
It means nothing.
It means nothing.
How unready are you?
Well... You know, like when you wake up in the morning and you've got steps to go. You yawn, you rub your eye, you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
I'm still yawning. And it's the middle of the day. Yeah. So yeah,
but it overcomes you as well, doesn't it? So almost you can't get anything done for worrying about the doing of it.
I've done absolute nothing. I mean, I'm in the middle of a renovation, so you know, let's just hope the cooker's in, much less getting anything else done.
Present by, I mean, people say as well, oh, you do everything online. It's just like.
I can't even deal with that.
No, I know. So are you happy that you might get to where you want to be come Christmas? Or are you just going to literally let it wash over you this year?
You know, as I say, it's all about being together. And, the children have many aunties. I'm in complete... I'm going to be honest, and I hope the kids not watching. I'm in complete disarray. It's a mess.
But any renovation or anything going on in anyone's life, you understand it, doesn't it? It sort of slightly takes over.
No.
And what about you, Brenda?
For once, I'm quite prepared. I've been doing my shopping while I'm doing the panto, and like yesterday, somebody actually says, "Oh, you look like you're moving out," because I had 3 big bags as I was coming out of the stage door with bits and pieces. Obviously, last year I didn't do anything for Christmas. I kind of cancelled it. But this year I thought it would be nice for Tanisha to have something to just, you know, cheer her up and make her smile. So I got some tinsel. And she put it up. I brought it home as I says, I've got a surprise for you. I've got a surprise. And she wasn't expecting that. And she was literally skipping as she was putting the tinsel around the stair, around the banister. So, you know, that's made it worthwhile.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm with you a little bit, Judy. Like, I've got bits done, like, in terms of bits and pieces, but the list is so long, it's starting to become so overbearing.
Well, and it so late.
I know, but I say it every year as well, but it just seems to, like, other things take on. As you can guess, everybody, Mrs. Claus here has been ready in October. So she is smugly sitting here with all of her boxes ticked.
Yes, but I have, to be fair, I have got a daughter who's a real-life elf on the shelf.
So she's done everything.
Yeah, she's done all the wrapping and sorted my life out, really. No, but, you know, I have such a lot to do. You know, I've got a massive family and all of that, so it's all done and wrapped and ready to go, and all my family presents have already been delivered to
wrapped and delivered?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
That stresses me out here.
But now I'm enjoying the week leading up to Christmas, which is my favourite part of Christmas.
Yes, but I want to enjoy too, and I've just
I know, but you can't because you're stressed to hell.
So they're delivered and everything?
They're delivered and everything,
Who are you dating?
Judy?
Santa Claus himself?
To be honest, he's about the only one I haven't dated yet. And it's only once a year, so it suits me fine.
There's another version of that line, isn't there?
I kept it clean.
We kept it clean, of course, yeah. But it is. We just want a bit of perfection for that one day. I mean, when you break it all down, it's crazy, isn't it? But it's that one day of the year. But you can't help wanting it to be special. I think particularly if there's children involved. You know, it goes back to your own memories of Christmas a lot of the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I mean, you're right in a way. Like when you were saying, it is about family and spending time together. It still really is a big part of that. I think we get wrapped up in the commercial side of it, obviously. Yeah. But I remember as a child, you know, my mum and dad, they had 8 kids and no money. They were really poor. But Christmas was made so special. We got one present from Santa. You know, there wasn't, oh, here's a list of, you know, write down a list of what you want. It was like, what one thing would you like Santa to bring? And they'd met... My mum pawned her wedding rings on Christmas, just so they had money. And I didn't know that till much later on in life, but they always made Christmas special, and all the decorations were the handmade kind of garlands, you know, the paper.
Yeah, the paper little tree.
But it was all part of Christmas.
Yeah.
And then Christmas Day, you'd come down and be that one present from Santa, and it was magical. And then Christmas Day, for me, the joy of it was all of us together, round the table and all that, having great food, and then playing board games and singing, and it was all about that, really. That's what made Christmas special, and that's why I've grown up loving Christmas as much as I do, because of my mum and dad. Really.
Yeah, of course. It's interesting because there was one woman in the headlines just the past couple of days. She apparently has told her husband and her children she isn't buying any presents for any of them this year because, no, she can't afford them. It's not a case of that. She can afford them, but she says they've got enough stuff. Oh, they've just got enough stuff, and that's just what it is. And she's doing her bit to...
No clappy.
She's doing her bit to save the planet, all of the above.
That's just lazy, and it's Mrs. Scrooge.
But do we have, like a lot of people, we do have just a lot of stuff in the house already. I mean, look, I'm not there. I'm with you entirely on this. Yeah. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Maybe you just think, you know, the children have got enough. You don't need anything, husband. If you needed something this year, you've gone and got it yourself. Does she have a point, Brenda?
Kind of, but if she's got so much stuff, then maybe try and recycle and give back to somebody and give it to other children who don't actually have anything. Yeah. A good idea. But, I mean, for me, myself, you know, from when the kids were, like... When they're up to 5, they don't really know about Christmas, really. But I used to, like... I'd buy them... each of them would have a stocking, and I'd put in there... I'd wrap up Haribos, or I'd wrap up some Jaffa cakes, or I'd wrap up some sweeties. I only used to get them sweets once a year, and that was at Christmas. And I'd put it in their stocking, and then they thought that they've got lots of bits. Yeah. But then I'd buy a jigsaw puzzle, and I'd take a jigsaw puzzle, wrap that, and put that there. Another part of the jigsaw puzzle. So it made it... It went a bit further, but it went a bit further, and they got that excitement, because I did find that the more presents you buy them, you know, if it's toys and things, they don't use them that much.
But do you know what Kira always says to me? She's always said it ever since she was little, and she's now 22. She always says, Mum, remember, it's not quality, it's quantity for me.
Well, exactly.
I wrapped toothpaste one year for her because I bought her loads of cosmetic stuff and all that. And even if I buy her socks, she wants them wrapped individually.
Yeah.
So it looks like she's got loads of presents.
It's the art of opening the presents, isn't it?
When they got a bit older, like, obviously, when Jamal got to 15, I said, you're getting one present, what is it? And that was the camera. And so, you know, you wean them so gently off.
Of course.
What you get.
No, I don't wean.
It is. I mean, last year Christmas, I've definitely been much better. This year, I might be like that lady. You know what it is? So what it is through the year, I've bought them some stuff, getting prepared for the renovation, and I haven't given it to them, so I will give it to them towards now point. But before, you know, it was going through that struggle of trying to find things and financial. I remember there was one Christmas, I was doing, like, 0 hours, and I got paid £83, and it was, like, the 22nd of December. And that pressure on me to try and get food, get presents, you start to weigh yourself down with guilt. I did the thing, I called Provident, Prudential, whatever their names used to be, to get the little £150, £300, you know, loan. And the poor lady that came, she was like, you know, you'd have a conversation over the phone. She was like, looking at you, I don't know if you've got enough. But she did it for me, and, you know, she supported me, and I was able to get it. But it was the pressure, and you start to feel bad. And what I used to do is go through the house and find things that maybe they got for birthdays, and they kind of forgot about it, and then wrap that up and say, surprise! But, I feel like I tried to not... Well, this year I'm going to try and not put the pressure on. Even now things have changed, circumstances, you still got to be careful that you're not doing things out of guilt, out of ego.
Or putting yourself in debt.
Putting yourself in debt, because it's definitely the aftermath that is going to weigh on you more heavier than in that time.
Yeah, very true.